Hey there, everybody. Tis I, Dave Murray, the big guy at Mayniax Branding, and hang on, thirsty. Ah, green tea in a red cup. It's like Christmas, this is. Anywho, today I'm going to discuss something that I've discussed about a zillion times before, but with the whole Patreon thing that I'm doing and everything else, I figure it's time to come in with a little bit of a refresher. So today I'm going to talk about the what of the why. Now remember, on Patreon, you'll get an exclusive video that talks about how to come up with your why. So if you're a subscriber, game on, you're all set. If you're not, think about it if you're trying to build your brand. Anywho, we're going to talk about that, and especially about 3 things that happen when you've got a quality why going for you. So let's get cracking. So what exactly is the why? This is what you're thinking to yourself, and fortunately, this is what I get to describe and explain to you. The why is pretty much the reason that you started this whole nutty thing, this whole crazy business, this whole thing that's going to take you a while and spend a lot of long nights to try and make work for yourself. Oftentimes, your why is complicated. Sometimes it's simple, but it's always personal. You got to do a little bit of soul searching to figure this out. And so if your why is just to make money, the likelihood of that succeeding, I would be willing to bet, isn't very high. It was something that I've mentioned before. Steve Jobs talked about it, where he said it's got to be something that you're really passionate about doing, something that you enjoy, because if you're not enjoying it, you're going to give up. Because if you keep doing something you don't enjoy, eventually you're pretty much ready for the funny farm. So yeah, it shouldn't just be about making money. It should be about enjoyment. It should be because of something personal, something deep within you that made you decide to start this thing. And now, let's get into the reasons why the why is such a big deal. So the first reason for having a quality why is because you want to be able to draw in people who relate to you. If people relate to you, they're a lot more likely to want to do business with you, especially if, you don't relate to each other because you're both jerks. That would be terrible. Also, this is blueberries and Ready Whip. I'm not near big enough to get any kind of paid promotion for something like Ready Whip, but it's a fairly healthy for you snack, and it's delectable because blueberries, nature's candy, and this is a Red Bull with a straw because I'm not right in the head. So, anywho, you want people to relate to you? That's the #1 reason why you want to throw this why down, because people, believe it or not, and people might argue this, but I don't think the science really bears it out. People do things and make decisions based a lot more on emotion than logic. Now, you still want to give them logical reasons to work with you, but they're going to want to work with somebody who they identify with and have more of a connection with emotionally before they want to work with somebody who's just all Spock all the time. So there you go. Let's get on to #2. Man, those blueberries and Ready Whip were delicious, but now back to our regularly scheduled tea program. And of course, the second reason that you want a killer why. The second reason is this. Eventually, if you do everything right, your brand grows and people understand what you stand for, and a lot of them are fired up. They're really excited about you. That's why people want to work with you. And eventually, you get big enough where you need some help. And so you put out job applications, and guess what? You get to put on that application exactly who you are, why you exist, all that stuff. And people kind of are going, whoa, that's pretty cool. And those are the people that haven't heard about you. There are people that have gotten a hold of me when I haven't even put out applications saying, please let me work for you. I want to do this. And I didn't have anything for them, unfortunately, But it's exciting to know that when you've got a message out there that people resonate with, they want to help you out. They want to work with you. So, yeah, man, I mean, having a why not only helps bring in customers, but it also brings in quality employees who really like to stand for what you stand for. Now, let's get on to that third one. And guess what? The biggest of the three. Ah, man, tea. And the third reason why you need a killer why is because business, like trying to get through a terrible network TV show, is hard. It's tough. It's difficult. It takes years. It takes all your time. You never know when the next paycheck's coming in. You never know if you're going to get paid on time. You don't know if you're going to make all your bills. And if you don't have a strong why, you're going to give up. Because why wouldn't you? You would be crazy to keep going like that if you didn't actually care about what you were doing. You know, I mean, that's really what I think is the most important aspect of the whole why thing. Is everyone talks about determination, everybody talks about perseverance. If you don't have a strong why would you be that determined, or why would you work that hard to persevere at whatever you're doing? Why wouldn't you just say, man, I gotta just throw in the towel and go do something so that I can be a little more comfortable? You wouldn't. So, yeah, I think that I really do believe that's the most important aspect of the why. So there you go, folks. Number one, you need clients. Number two, you also want good employees. And number three, you need to power through. And that why helps give you the emotional support on all three of those fronts. The clients identify with you, they want in. The employees identify with you, they want in. And you power through so you can try and keep making them happy. And it's a mission. You gotta keep going. You gotta do it. So I don't know where you're watching this video, but wherever you're watching this video, make sure you click like or subscribe or follow or whatever it takes. And remember, in this channel, I'm pretty much introducing the what, the ideas behind what you need to do your branding. But I'm not introducing the how. The how is on Patreon. So if you want to really get into this, and if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars developing a brand that is probably going to get developed incorrectly, head on over to the Mayniax Branding Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll see you there. Since we're still in the time of the Rona, and that's really going to age in a couple of years, but still, stay safe, stay healthy, have fun, and of course, stay gutsy, gang.